Welcome everybody to round 2 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship. This is the AutoZone Road to the Championship presented by Type S. We're at this iconic track. We've been coming here since 2004. That means that's 19 years Formula Drift has been partying with you and all across the globe at this track. Man, I'm so excited to be here. This is my favorite event of the year, and this is only round 2. I'm Jared Deanna. Joining me up here in the booth is Ryan Lontaine. Ryan Lontaine, a busy man through the entirety of the weekend, from judging to now co-hosting. I think it's a great addition to the broadcast family. We're up here in the booth, and that's what's great is we do have a full field as of right now. You know, that, like on paper, they're all here. The cars, are they going to pull the line? TBD. There's our current standings. Ryan Turk with that brand new Toyota GR Corolla debuted. I call him that. It's fine. He can come after me. Here we go. Matt Field, the head caveman, coming down the hill. Let's slam it in there. The beast from the bay. Eve Meyer dances in dirt a little bit, throws it up. There you go. Eve Meyer feeling relaxed and feeling the pressure. Is Matt Field? You can see him some shimming there in the back in that second outside zone too. So it looks like now Matt goes into the dirt, the dust.
Oh no.
And nosing on into that inside clip. We're going to have to run that one back. Was Eve getting a little too aggressive? Whew. Did Matt hold up? But he will have some time to get his hands back on the car if he does advance on. But here we go. Eve Meyer out front. He initiates. Throws it into that first inside clip. Takes it along with him. Takes himself a little souvenir from here in Atlanta as Eve Meyer now comes in the second outside zone. That field gets into it as well. And Eve Meyer looks tidy, looks clean, looks like he's putting the car in the right place. But I got to think that this is too little, too late for Eve Meyer after that incident, and he does have that deficit. And there it is. Let's make it official. Matt Field gets the win. Taylor Hull will be out front. Taylor Hull qualified 16th compared to Alec Robbins 17th, so fairly equally matched in regards to their qualifying position. Taylor Hull, good initiation. Alec Robbins, almost identical. Now coming through, up the hill. Alec Robbins getting into the dirt with the nose. Whoa, Taylor Hull coming in really hot, but look at that. Oh, a correction when he went into the second outside zone. Taylor Hull looks a little bit twitchy, had all that clean air, but Alec Robbins, he wasn't exactly flawless in that chase position either. Great assessment. I think he questioned his own decision too on outside zone too. That's why you saw him kind of come out of drip and grip it up. All right, here we go as Alec Robbins in that first inside clip. Taylor Hull makes that thing go flying. Now they're kind of alternating positions here. Look at Taylor Hull, like he said, very fast up the hill, but look at just fighting the grip of the car. Taking a very shallow line as Robbins now comes out of the horseshoe. Taylor Hull, feel like Taylor Hull has something to prove. This is his track. You know, slide him left for Taylor Hull or right for Alec Robbins in Minnesota's own. Alec Robbins gets the win. Accessible parts list, engine options. So here we go. Travis Reeder coming down into that first inside clip. Nick Novak buried in that smoke. That CoreWorks BMW. Let's see what we got here. Travis Reeder coming to that second outside zone. He got into the dirt earlier in practice, not so much right now. Quick little yank of the handbrake. Nick Novak, you can see him just kind of tempering back, making sure he doesn't get inside of Reeder. Pretty good chase run here from Nick Novak, but Reeder, I'm telling you, putting down a really strong lead run right there.
I guess Chris had that different view on what Jeff Jones did in his lead.
All right, let's focus on this battle right here. Nick Novak, Travis Reeder. Novak initiates. Now remember, this is the second half of this battle. Nick Novak, he called the competition timeout. You hope he got everything fixed that he needed to be. All the way out to that second outside zone. Travis Reeder doesn't get to that second outside zone. Definitely tightens it up on the inside clip. Could barely see them through all the smoke. And Travis Reeder. And there you go. So across the board, OMT one more time, and I couldn't agree more. Travis Reeder out front, Nick Novak in the chase position. Reeder qualifying 8th. Novak doing it for CoreWorks right here in Georgia. A lot of those guys, man, that touch and go is getting an absolutely punishment. Reeder fills all that second outside zone. This is very similar to what Nick Novak did on his first run. He has the proximity, but he's not getting those outside zones. Falls back a little bit there, going past that final inside clip. Here we go. Novak out front, Reeder in the chase position. Novak, aggressive initiation. Dives in on that first inside clip. Pass and touch go. Look at Reader. Now Reader flexing on him. Into the second outside zone. He gets the outside zone. Now it's the other hand coming back out of the horseshoe. Looks like Reader. And now he jumps to the side. That's kind of what we were looking for there, Ryan. Just that X factor. Slide him left for Reader, right for Novak, and Travis Reader gets the win. It's seat time, it's more exposure of the sport to the world, but overall drifting is growing by leaps and bounds, and here we go. Jeff Jones will lead. Michaelessa giving chase in that first front clip. Jeff Jones seeing a little corrections from his front wheels, allowing Michaelessa to gain some ground, going to that second outside zone. Jeff gets out there, you see him kind of reinitiate into that inside clip in the horseshoe. And there's that smoke you were talking about. I mean, look at that flick. Wow. A really aggressive flick there by Jeff Jones. Okay, let's alternate the order with Michaelessa up front, FCP Euro, Liquimali, BMW, Bilstein shock absorbers. And here comes Essa. Initiates into that first front clip. Bigger angle from Essa. Jeff Jones taking out what is to be that touch and go. Now into the second outside zone. See, there's the pressure we're looking for. Look at Jeff Jones. All up in the side of Michaelessa. Well done here. Now it's really hard to see. Obviously that touch and go has disappeared as Jeff Jones took it out. And here we go. Slide him left for Jones or right for Essa. One more time. Here we go with the one more time battle between Jones and Essa, initiating simultaneously into that first inside clip. We talked about and elaborated on what they need to do. Are they going to do it? Jones. See him pulling away a little bit from Essa. Get in the outside zone. Quick little handbrake gig. Past that front clip, and you can see Michaelessa seems like he took note of the notes, literally. But Jones, absolutely relentless. Essa. See Jeff Jones getting to formation. Kind of rolling into it. Not a big snappy transition here from the boys. Past the touch and go. It's only touching on the back. Look at Jones right there, about to shred his front bumper to pieces, but doesn't stop at all. I think we got a little contact there. Maybe we'll have to roll the tape back again. But you talk about Essa falling back. Jones does not. Man, can't even barely see them.
What happened there? Now, what we want to see is the finish line here. Great job by both of them on the touch and go. There was contact.
Yep. Oh, lost his tire.
Oh, no.
Front suspension, that front left.
Yeah, definitely some damage there. What a showman. Look at that.
Slide him left for Jeff Jones. Gets the win. Jeff Jones gets the win. The weirdest looking NASCARs I've ever seen. Here we go. Dan Burkett and Simon Olsen. Dan Burkett leads with that number 4 qualifying position. I got to tell you, Burkett looking really strong yesterday. Can he continue that success? Now coming to that second outside zone. Look at that. And that's what I'm talking about. Dan Burkett. Simon Olsen all up in that smoke cloud. Continues the proximity, but Dan Burkett is, I mean, that's probably the best I've seen Dan Burkett just front to back, side to side. The way Dan was driving out front, if he gets even just a glimmer of that in the chase, I really think he's going to shine here and get the win. But Simon Olsen coming to us from Norway, he doesn't want to pack up his stuff just yet. Again, Norwegian Drift Championship competitor. Coming down that second outside zone. Simon Olsen, a lot in the dirt there. But look at Dan Burkett, the composure there from Burkett. He almost took himself out, but that's a hard act to follow. You saw how far Simon Olsen went off the course. There it is. Dan Burkett will move on into the top 16. And Dylan Hughes through that start chicane. Going across the nose of Mike Power and a Sylvia. Look at that. We see Dylan Hughes, big angle there. Mike kind of rolling into it. Didn't exactly just go. His rates at angle wasn't very quick from Power. Now, and a big correction there from Dylan Hughes. Oh man, he comes out of drift. That might have.
Yeah, that sounds mechanical.
Yeah, that's obviously mechanical. Maybe axle or power steering. But guess what? With that major mistake from Dylan Hughes, that means Mike Power will have a major advantage here. High Power advances on. Congratulations to him. All right, here we go. Jonathan Castro, Darren Kelly. Castro initiates. Brand new car for Castro, this Toyota GR86. Darren Kelly, see him initiate. Kind of took a little bit of angle out of it, but Castro, massive angle, coming to that second outside zone. Handbrake pull, works it in, grips it up, now into that inside clip. Castro, you can just see the degree of angle that Castro has compared to Darren. And Darren is, you know, he's a champion from his native New Zealand. He is a very, very accomplished racer.
Here we go.
All right, here we go. So as you say, Darren Kelly getting that clean air out front. Jonathan Castro in that chase position. Darren Kelly initiates. Nice job, the heart of racing, Aston Martin. Jonathan Castro looks like he's doing exactly what he needs to do. He's seeing some mosh pit up front, and he's not choosing to enter that mosh pit and that dancing right now. You can see taking a little shallower line there, exiting out of the horseshoe, and Castro putting their fingers to their iPads. Here we go. Slide him left for Jonathan Castro. Castro gets the win. Come on down the chute. Chris Forsberg will lead. Forsberg qualified 12th compared to Adam LZ 21st. Forsberg initiates. Adam LZ dropped back a little bit. Forsberg pulling away in that VR-powered Nissan Z. Into that second outside zone, gets all the way out there. One of the Fun Haver teams, Adam LZ, comes now out of the horseshoe and past that inside clip. All new Nissan Z. Adam LZ coming down the chute, initiating almost identically as LZ throws it down. Forsberg, you saw him, really good proximity there, almost had to check up. Big angle from LZ, big angle guy. Now flicks it around past that BC Racing front clip, exiting out of the horseshoe. LZ, big angle again, look at that. Forsberg keeping that proximity there all the way through. A great effort there by Adam LZ, but he's going against a veteran, and that's 19 years Chris Forsberg has been coming here. That shows a lot. So Chris Forsberg gets the win. We got Chelsea to Nofa. We were scheduled to see Kyle Mohan. I don't see him up there. I know that Kyle, no show? Okay. Your number 2 qualifier advancing on. Who's he going against? Either Brandon Sorensen or Jonathan Hurst. Here's Chelsea to Nofa and his Pennzoil Mustang RTR Spec 5D.
Against one another right now.
Brandon Sorensen will lead. Jonathan Hurst giving chase. The Cash Racing AZ Rags BMW coming down into that first inside clip. Jonathan Hurst got a little too aggressive taking that inside line. He had to back off. Now that's not going to set him up. Now into that second outside zone. Brandon Sorensen, look at that. Just riding right the edge of the track. Unfortunately, Jonathan Hurst took that shallower line. It was kind of over before he started. He did gain some distance back. So Rome leads. Gets shot out of a cannon here, coming down the chute into that first clip. Look at that. Just the experience, the veteran driving nature of OD Boxies. You saw he came down the hill and slingshotted out of that first clip. Rome Charpentier. Not letting Odie run away with it, though. And now Odie wraps around that final clip.
Kind of straighter, so that yanked it out of his hand. And of course, that's maybe why the angle wasn't so great going around inside clip 1.
Here we go, Rome out front, Odie Bakshis in that chase position. So there you can see Rome past that front clip, but Odie Bakshis, you can see the proximity there. Oh, and Rome loops it. And that'll be, unfortunately, all she wrote for Rome Charpentier. Odie Boxies flips it around and continues back up the hill.
So this should be a pretty easy win here for OD Boxies, and as you can see, looks like he's ready to go for his next round as well.
All right, Kazuya Taguchi out front, the ISR performance up garage. 86 now coming into that first clip. Seemed like some hesitation there from Kazuya Taguchi, and that could really check up Ula. And you see Ula take some angle out of the car to catch up the Japan Auto Supra. Oh, look at that. Looks like rubbing his race in there, gets in the side of it, not affecting Kazuya Taguchi. And away they go. Jaeger clean start, Kazuya Taguchi chasing him down. That was weird. Jaeger went to go initiate, kind of straightened out, kind of tank slapped a little bit. Now up the hill, looking a lot more refined than where they started. Out to that second outside zone goes Ula. About the second hash mark, though, off of that front clip. Now coming back through the touch and go. And back up the hill. Massive angle. Oh, boy. Kazuya Taguchi gets 1, 2, and 3 votes. Coming down, middle line. Wide swing there by Hurst. Into that front clip. Both of them put it on the front clip. Nice and tidy. You can see Jonathan Hurst into that second outside zone. Brandon Sorensen right there. Oh, boy. We have contact again. What's cracking here?
Some decent proximity, maybe a little bit tighter line there from the chase driver as they come through inside clip 1.
Oh, yeah.
There was contact, and then the spin occurred. You could see that in the chase position, the Sorensen was putting on a lot of pressure. He was very close, trying to stay with Hurst, because as we said earlier, if you're not close here, you're going to get left behind going down the hills.
Left for Sorensen, right first. We got it one more time. We got Brandon Sorensen getting the win. Brandon Sorensen.
Drive it a little more smoothly throughout the course, you know?
Yeah, I mean, his spotter is up here saying 1,300 horsepower, so definitely a capable machine. Let's see. And Lorette caught up with Osbo, getting that warrior mindset. The warrior versus the sheriff. The Norwegian hammer coming on up into that first outside zone. And we talked about it. Look at Joao. He's got that horsepower, but can he dial it in? Way to back off. Takes a very tight line exiting that horseshoe. But keep in mind, this is your defending champion piling that Rockstar energy drink, Toyota GR Supra. And here we go, coming down. Wow, just almost a standing burnout coming down.
Yeah. Something's wrong with that car.
No, that back right ain't firing.
Yeah, he may have a broken axle or something.
Yeah, I think a broken axle, so. What's that?
Yeah, axle's done. Sounds like he broke something leaving the line, potentially, or in the burnout box.
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a real shame for Joao Berrion. This is not a restart. Make some noise for him. Joao Berrion and Frederick Osbo. Osbo will get the win. Through the start chicane, coming down the hill, and initiating. Point of no return to that first front clip. Matsuyama, very aggressive on initiation, ended up biting him, and we've seen that a couple times. If you get too aggressive, you're gonna have to back off, otherwise you're gonna go on this side. Justin Pawlik puts it right inside that second outside zone. Matsuyama transitions to out Watoro. Nice job by him. As Matsuyama, by now Japan's Sylvia S15 makes it back up the hill. Let's check out our current points leader, Ryan Turk, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla Nitto tires. Into that first inside clip. Airs it out. Stuckey gets a little left behind here. He's going to need to run him up. Now into that second outside zone goes Ryan Turk. Stuckey taking a way shallower line. You see Stuckey dialing it back. Speaking of rain, Ryan Turk's making it rain. Smoke coming out the back of his car. Seeing if he could put it together. He's got obviously a well-prepared vehicle. Here we go. Daniel Stuckey, M-Spec, S-Chassis coming into that first inside clip. So there you go. You see that proximity there, Ryan. Had to kind of pedal back. Now Stuckey into that second outside zone. Comes up just a bit short. But Ryan Turk, you can see keeping the composure. Now back down the hill into that final inside clip. That got a little hairy, man. He pulled out that shaver and knocked that thing right down. That got really hairy. Is your current points leader moving on? And yes, he is. Ryan Turk and the Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla advances on. And let's see who comes out on top. Like you said, we had that contact, but Matsuyama was at fault. So Pawlik, not a major advantage here, just that contact. So Matsuyama, by now Japan, Sylvia. Oh, look at Justin. Just absolutely seething right now. Ready to get his claws into Matsuyama. Well done as he exits out of the horseshoe. Matsuyama with a great lead run, but just given that he had a good lead run, Pawlik was right there. And there we go, slide him left for JTP. Justin Pawlik gets the victory. Here we go, Goosh, let the Goosh loose as he is leading that, again, brand new the GR86. Now coming down into that first inside clip. There's that exhaust note. I mean, look at this. Well done by Gucci. Federico Sharifo coming up the hill. Look at Fetty. Gains some ground. Gucci gets out that second outside zone. Fetty taking a shallower line. And now Gucci coming out of the horseshoe and back down into that final front clip. Looks like Fetty does have that power on deck, though. That was really good.
Federico has a pretty high bar to match right now.
Well, here we go. We saw him with the clean air, but how is he going to handle it getting that Ferrari all up in his grill? And there we go. We were just talking about this. Unfortunately, comes to a halt, and they're going to throw a yellow out here, and that means that, watch, Fetty's going to get handed the win from Ken Gucci.
Yep.
He can't go counter course. He can't finish out the run, even with, Formula Drift rules stipulate that say basically, whatever the chase car does, the lead car needs to finish out the run. Not the case here because we're going counter course. Obviously, he is in the way. So, Unfortunately, for what seemed to be a really good, Ken Gucci.
Announcer's curse again? Was I talking too highly of Ken Gucci's driving?
No, I think it's just a case of, hey, great debut, good chase run, good qualifying. There we go. Now we got a clean start. Make sure he doesn't hit a cone. Just one strike against Field, and now we got a clean start. Come on, Matt Field, Alec Robbins. Send it, boys. Matt Field coming to that first inside clip. Alec Robbins. Do you see how he pays? Oh, wow, a big rotation there. Alec Robbins got a little thrown off, but Matt Field, whoa, Robbins overshoots. Robbins goes way off course. I can't say I've ever seen anybody go that far off on that side of the course.
Yeah,
that was sensational.
You can see the left rear, and we already saw the right rear. So he will have to call a competition timeout here to repair his car. And I believe if he changes tires, then Matt Field will be able to change tires as well.
A deficit here for Alec Robbins. And here we go. Robbins out front, Field in the chase position. See him initiate right there. Into that front clip now. Robbins really needs to put down a gangster run. And ideally, he needs to have Matt Field make a mistake. You have to think about how big a mistake that was for Robbins going off course. It would essentially be an incomplete if it was qualifying. Oh, and then Robbins goes off again. And Matt Field will be getting the win. Here we go, moving on to our next battle. We'll revisit that Robbins situation as Travis Reeder, Jeff Jones initiate into that first inside clip. And Reeder goes way off, some gravel being sprayed. But Jeff Jones, look at that composure. Jeff Jones stays right there behind Reeder. Big angle there from both the drivers. The gravel machine gun of Travis Reeder. Travis Reeder, the street sweeper. Coming all the way through, a nice job, man. Surprised he's still got that back bumper on there, man, after he ripped through that gravel. Here goes Jeff Jones, the Type S lights on the front end there. You can see him lighting them up. A lot of handbrake there coming in. That is a decel area, that is allowed. Big angle, snappy transition from Jones. Now Reeder coming up the hill. Both of them powering up into that second outside zone. Reeder really all over Jeff Jones. Dives in, Ryan, you talked about that early on. Don't go off course when you're exiting the horseshoe.
No.
Jeff Jones, Reeder contact. Reader goes off.
Oof.
Tires are gone. Yard sale.
Haven't heard-
Population, Reader, and
Haven't heard that one in a
Jones.
while.
Yeah.
Yard sale.
Yeah, there's a lot of parts out there.
Travis Reader was really aggressive in trying to put an exclamation point on his chase run, it looks like. He just
Boink.
bumped him and ended up backing himself into the wall. Yeah.
Just right here. So here it is. Ready, clink, and just pushes him. And headlights go flying. Trunks. Oh, boy. Really unfortunate for Travis Reader, but Jeff Jones gets the win. Let's see what we got, boys. Let's get a clean fight here. Dan Burkett leaves that start chicane. Make some noise, Atlanta. Come on, here we go. Dan Burkett, Mike Power coming into that first inside clip. Big angle there from Dan Burkett. Mike Power transitions through. Mike Power taking a way shallower line. Gets into the dirt. Dan Burkett, that's what you're talking about, Lantain. Whoa. Mike Power overshoots that second outside zone. Dan Burkett needs to continue on through the course. Mike Power struggling right now. One more turn for a massive advantage there for Dan Burkett, as Mike Power had that major mistake. Power out front, initiates. He needs to throw down a solid lead run here as Dan Burkett. Look at, that's what, Mike's doing exactly what he needs to do. A little bit more composed. Burkett does take a shallower line, but mind you, Mike Power did not get all the way out to that second outside zone. And now into that final clip. And there we go. Dan Burkett gets the win. Next battle, Jonathan Castro, Chris Forsberg. Castro qualifying 5th, Chris Forsberg qualifying 12th. Both these gentlemen with brand new cars for the 22 season. Castro, Janot Meteldam, GR86. Chris Forsberg in his brand new, all new Nissan Z. Castro initiates. Chris Forsberg knocking over that cone. No big deal there. Now coming up the hill. Castro, Forsberg hitting that what is to be the touch and go into that second outside zone. Goes Castro. Forsberg right there. Oh, look at that. Forsberg right there on the door of that Toyota 86. Now coming back down, the pressure being applied. Now bringing it around that final inside clip. Woo! Doctor, look at that. Here we go. Let's alternate the order. Chris Forsberg will lead. Jonathan Castro giving chase. Let's see what Forsberg's got with that clean air. And Castro drops into formation. Oh, a little cross the nose there. I don't know if Castro gave him enough room. Ooh. And look at that as Forsberg initiates. Castro taking a shallower line into that first outside zone. Now approaching the second inside zone. Castro dives in. Now he's applying the pressure. He bangs on the door of Forsberg. Forsberg stays in it. Castro fighting to hang on. And one more clip makes some noise for Forsberg and Castro. But hey, a hat tip to Jonathan Castro. Love the driving. Very exciting to watch. Make some noise for him, Jonathan Castro. But Chris Forsberg gets the win. Here we go. Chelsea to Nofa will lead. Now keep in mind, Chelsea, your number 2 qualifier, goes across the nose of that BMW, initiating into that first front clip. There goes the Nofa, Brandon Sorensen. He tucks into that smoke of those Nitto tires, but he pulls away. Brandon Sorensen really lunging forward and does not get out to the outside zone 2, but he does allow, look at that proximity you see from Brandon Sorensen, but what, oh my goodness. Brandon Sorensen, the magician, absolutely disappears behind Nofa, but Chelsea didn't get exactly the deepest into outside zone 2. Here we go, Brandon Sorensen now out front. Aim high, Air Force high, into that inside clip. Oh man, that was interesting. I want to look at different angles of that initiation into that first outside zone, into outside zone 2. Brandon has been absolutely killing that outside zone 2. And now exiting out of the horseshoe. There goes Chelsea in his safe place, transitioning right there next to Brandon. So one more time and one more time. Qualifying 7th, Taguchi qualifying 10th, so could be an equal match here. Look at Odie just absolutely rocketing out of that start chicane into that front clip. Bye. Wow. But look at Kazuya Taguchi. Nope. I got you. I got your number. Odie filling all of that second outside zone. Wow. 4th of July isn't for a few months, and OD Boxies really making some fireworks. That thing was firing off. Jonathan Hurst, really? Cash?
No.
All right, here we go. Kazuya Taguchi. Up garage ISR performance. Looks like Taguchi was a little hesitant. He's shredding all of his bumpers off. Whoa! Look at that second zone. Odie. See, look at that just off camera. That angle there really showcases how you're kind of coming downhill and then just ripping through. My gosh. Wow, that was pretty exciting. And OD Boxies gets the win. Frederick Osbo, JTP, Justin Pawlik, Nitto versus Falcon, Toyota versus Ford. Frederick Osbo, guns ablazing, the Norwegian hammer comes out swinging into that first front clip. Now coming up the hill, big angle there from Frederick Osbo. Pulling away from JTP. Osbo in that second outside zone. Justin Pawlik gets to the side of him. Past that front clip. Look at Justin. On Osbo, has to back off. And bringing it on around. Wow. I know Justin's going to go for it too, man. He knows who he's going against. He's going against the defending champ. He wants to win here in Atlanta. Who's going to get it, JTP or Frederick Osbo? Into that first front clip. What do we got? Brings it into that front clip. Nice job so far, JTP. Look at that staggered angle. Oh, and Osbo gets into the side of JTP. Super versus Stang. Woo! Wow. This is a battle of the ages. Come on now. Yo. That was a serious battle. Frederick Osbo gets 1, 2, and 3 votes. Osbo gets the win. Here we go. This is the one more time battle between Nofa and Sorensen. Nofa out front. Again, it was 2-1. Chris Yule and Brian Eggert siding for a one more time. And big angle there. Look at going for the backy. Woo! Nice job there by Chelsea Nofa. Watch Sorensen. So I think they tuned this thing up in between the battles. Into the front clip. Now exiting out those type-ass Mohawk lights. Bringing it on down in the smoke bowl. Oh, what's going on with Nofa? Shuts it down. Was there contact?
It looked like Nofa over-rotated coming down the hill. He loves to. So, you know, he might have the mental fortitude to get through this.
Brandon Sorensen out front, Chelsea Nofa in the chase position. The United States Air Force BMW comes in hot in that first front clip, takes it out. Now coming up the hill, look at Nofa. Oh man, he has nothing to lose right now. He's gonna let it all hang out. Look at him just bouncing around right there in the rearview mirror. Brandon Sorensen trying to rattle Brandon Sorensen, but the 18-year-old driver powers through. And whoa, Chelsea Nofa. And unfortunately, he goes out in a cloud of dust. Chelsea Nofa, that'll be all she wrote for him, as Brandon Sorensen will get that victory. I believe you know the answer, and there it is. Brandon Sorensen gets the victory. Now they are off. Remember, that chase car can leave before the lights are extinguished. Here comes Ryan Turk, that Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla. Initiating into that first front clip. Whoa, Fetty dives in real quickly, but backs off. Ryan Turk, wow, look at that. Just works his way up there so easily. And then Fetty dives in on that front clip, exiting out of the horseshoe. Oh, kind of a wide swing there for Ryan Turk. Federico keeps his composure as Fetty comes across. So Federico Sharifo out front. The Nexen tires go round. What do you got, Fetty? Ryan Turk in the chase position. And remember, Ryan Turk had an amazing lead run, but now in the chase position, how's he gonna handle it? Doesn't mimic all the angle that Fetty has now coming past that front clip up the hill. So you can see that decel indicator going off. Ryan Turk tries to stick it to the side of that big Ferrari, that hot little hatchback. Barely navigates him, lets him go past him. All right, and there it is, Ryan Turk. Ryan Turk gets the win. Here we go, our first battle of the Link ECU, grade 8. Matt Field, wow, working all his way to the other side. Big, nasty initiation here. Woo, going for it. Absolutely insane entry there from Matt Field. Now coming into that second outside zone. Jeff Jones taking that shallower line. Whoa, Jeff Jones, JJ, look at that. Dynamite, look at that. Well done by Jeff Jones in that final clip. And here we go with Jones out front. Matt Field chasing him down. Do the start chicane. We got a clean start. Jeff Jones, straight line approach. Field initiates way early. Wow, parts flying off once again. And Matt Field, interesting. What is going on there? Don't know if that was Field being aggressive or Jones. And Field, look at that. Something might have happened to Matt's car. Or did he get thrown off from the beginning?
Yeah,
definitely going to run that back.
I think he got thrown off at initiation. You could see that he was on the inside there, went over the inside clip one, might have had 2 tires off, and then from that point on, he's trying to play catch up, and you could tell.
Oh,
so right there.
That? Holy cow.
Yeah. In this case, it looks like the 3 of us agree,
yep.
And we're all going to give the win to Matt Field.
Really smooth, aggressive earlier in all the battles. Let's see what we got. Rad Dan out front, coming down the hill. Here comes that Mark IV Toyota Supra into that first front clip. Big angle there from Dan Burkett. Taking that middle line past what will be that touch and go. Burkett into the first outside zone, coming to that second outside zone. Dan Burkett getting all the way out there. Forsberg now transitioning out, and you cannot even see them. With the naked eye, there is so much smoke. Unbelievable as Burkett and Forsberg. Holy cow, that was probably one of the smokiest battles we've seen today. Whatever he's doing, let's see more of that this year.
Absolutely.
Chris Forsberg leading NOS Energy Drink, all new Nissan Z on GT radial tires into that first clip. Dan Burkett tucks into formation. Forsberg powers up the hill in that first outside zone 1. Burkett, big angle there. Does not get out to the outside zone 2. Burkett. You can see him, he missed an outside zone, but that was a good compromise. He got the proximity. Now Forsberg passed that touch and go, and one more clip. Whoa, Dan Burkett really unfortunately went tight on that inside clip. Chris Forsberg gets the win. Dan Burkett is knocked out. FYI. Brandon Sorensen, OD Boxies, and here we go as OD Boxies qualified 7th. Brandon Sorensen qualified 15th. OD leads. Nice job initiation by Odie. Coming up the hill. Look at Brandon. So quick little decel there. You saw that red. So the attitude of the car. Just the Atlanta track, you just got to be fluid with it. Carry that momentum. We've talked about it from the beginning. Oh, and Brandon goes on the inside. Let's see if Brandon can continue on. Is Odie going to get in his way? Here comes Brandon Sorensen and OD Boxies. Look at there, Odie quickly getting to the side of him. Now past and up the hill. Look at that, Brandon, little shimmy into that first outside zone and then drops into the second. Odie not getting all the way out there in that second. Now coming out of that horseshoe, good transition by Sorensen. Big angle from Sorensen, touch and go. Odie, woo, man. Pretty solid heads up, and that's why I say fairly equally matched, good styling. Again, just that momentum driving. Both of them are harnessing that energy, man. Really well done from Sorensen and Bakshis.
Yes, sir. Look at the initial.
He's loud. Here we go. One more time. OD Boxies, and one more time. Matt Field, you know, the way he got here through Meyer, got into that incident. Alec Robbins, and then finally Jeff Jones most recently. And here we go. OD Boxies, our one more time battle. OD Boxies, Brandon Sorensen. Into that front clip. Now brings it on through. Oh, Brandon Sorensen taking a very shallow line. That's absolutely going to disrupt Brandon Sorensen. OD Boxies coming out of the horseshoe. That was a major mistake there by Sorensen when he transitioned out of that first inside clip and the transition where the touch and go is. Brandon Sorensen leading, OD Boxies giving chase. Brandon Sorensen, like you said, had that error. He's hoping that OD Boxies makes a mistake as well. But Brandon Sorensen, big, nasty initiation. That's what you were looking for. Look at Odie, like you said, to that touch and go. A lot of decel there. And Sorensen filling all that second outside zone. Now coming down out of that horseshoe, past the touch and go. Sorensen and Bakshis. Woo! Here we go, slide him right for OD Boxies. OD Boxies gets the win. Toyota GR Supra. He will be leading. Here comes Fetty. The Norwegian Hammer initiates good flick into that front clip. Ryan Turk drops into formation. Both of them lifting up those Nitto tires. It's a Nitto tire battle coming into that second outside zone. Fetty actually doesn't get all the way out to that second outside zone. Now transitioning down. Looks like Turk backs off a little bit coming out of the horseshoe. And then Osbo hammers down in the rearview mirror of Ryan Turk. What do you say, Atlanta? Make some noise. Ryan Turk, Frederick Osbo. Send it. Here we go. Ryan Turk out front, Rain-X, Toyota GR Corolla. Frederick Osbo initiates right into that first front clip. Smashing that front grille of that GR Corolla. Continues on through the course into the first outside zone. Here comes Ryan Turk. Gets all the way out there. Dips that Nitto tire into it. Now let's see how he handles it coming out of the horseshoe. Into that touch and go goes Ryan Turk. Now transitioning back. Almost drops the tire. Looked like he didn't throw up dirt, but he did get onto that rumble strip. Slide him left for Osbo, right for Turk, and it's one more time. The Rain-X Toyota GR Corolla, and here we go. Let's see what we got here between these two titans of the sport. Coming down the hill, there goes Frederick Osbo. Now transferring up the hill as Ryan Turk comes now into that first and second outside zone. Now coming on out of the horseshoe, let's see how they handle this. Ooh. Ryan Turk falling back quite a bit. Makes some noise for him, Atlanta. Now he's got a lot of clean air because his bumper's all chewed up, but still gonna try to go for it here, minus that one gear. Now coming into that inside clip, big angle from Turk, transitioning up the hill. Looks like it's working out all right so far. Into that first outside zone, into the second outside zone. Filling all of it. Now bringing on outside of that horseshoe, transition back out. We don't need no stinking gear. We run with 3, baby. Ryan Turk pulling away from Frederick Osbo. There are 2 Toyotas and only one can move on, and that is Frederick Osbo. Osbo gets the win. Coming through the start chicane. No problem, got a clean start from Matt Field. Coming down the hill. Let's see how they handle this. Both of them initiating almost identically into that front clip. Wow, look at Matt Field pulling away from Forsberg. Did not expect that, but now look at turn on that smoke machine. Comes in to the first and second outside zone. Forsberg knocking over that inside clip, now exiting out of the horseshoe. Past that final front clip and bringing on up the hill, man. Here we go, Forsberg out front, NOS Energy Drink, Nissan, Z, Matt Field giving chase. Initiating, big angle there from Forsberg coming in that front clip. Matt Field taking out the front clip, now coming in up the hill in that first outside zone, now coming in the second outside zone. Both of them getting all the way out there. Look at Matt Field. Oh, and look, did Matt Field breaking down. Oh no. Oh man, Matt Field transitions out of the horseshoe.
Forsberg continues on, not knowing what's going on behind him.
No. Oh man, what a bummer.
I mean, I don't think it was the engine because it was still running.
Well, Chris Forsberg gets the win. He's going to the finals. Matt Field will get 3rd place because he is a higher qualifier than the other side of the bracket, Frederick Osbo or OD Boxies. All right, looks like we got a clean start. No cones hit. And here we go. The Norwegian Hammer swings into that front clip. Big angle from Osbo. Almost overshoots that front clip with so much speed. OD Boxies, you can see him really getting to the side of Osbo. Past that inside clip outside of the horseshoe. transitioning back through the touch and go. Now through that final front clip, look at, there's Fetty. Just pulling away once again. That supercharged LS S15 of OD Boxies uses all the course, swings in front of Osbo. Now coming into that front clip, lifting off that front left tire. Talked about how possessed this car. Look, Osbo getting really close to Odie, but then he has to back off. I'm telling you, OD Boxies is just on a different planet right now. But Osbo, I want to run back that replay.
Whoa.
Look at Osbo flicking into that final front clip. Woo! Yo! The Norwegian flag waves a little higher right now. I mean, let's take a look at that once again. Ryan, what are your thoughts? I mean, again, just Odie's just possessed. Osbo's right there.
Odie's headlights turned off just before initiation. Right there, you see Osbo nice and close. He's as close as Bakshis was to him, maybe even closer. Odie gets into outside zone 2, but Osbo doesn't, just like Odie didn't when he was chasing. Transitioning to come down the hill. I think Osbo maybe had more proximity throughout the entirety of the course. You can see here, Osbo's nice and close all the way through to the finish line. So if you compare lead to lead, chase to chase, it looks like both leads were fairly similar. They both got into outside zone 1. They both got into outside zone 2. It may come down to the chase, where both of them missed outside zone 2, but I think Osbo maybe had more proximity throughout the entirety of the run. This is where Osbo pulled away from Odie, but look at Osbo, how close he is to Odie there, right to the finish line.
And there it is. This is a Norwegian flag. Waving them on. All right, so do we have a winner? Do we have a winner to go against Chris the Force Forsberg? Is it Odie or is it Osbo? Taking a look at this here, Ryan. You can see Osbo leading on the left, Odie leading on the right.
Yeah, look at the duration of proximity from Osbo. And you can see similar mistakes at outside zone 2 in the chase position. But here, you'll watch Odie fall off, whereas Osbo stays nice and close all the way through to the finish line. And he's right on Odie's door, right at that finish line. So, you know, similar mistakes, similar high points as well. In the chase position, it feels like Osbo maybe had an advantage there.
All right, well, if we have a winner at your local AutoZone, and slide them right for Frederick Osbo. Osbo gets the win. The Toyota Supra of Frederick Osbo, the all-new Nissan Z. On 3, let's yell send it as loud as possible. They can hear you for those fans that are living. 1, 2, 3, send it! Here we go. Frederick Osbo, Chris Forsberg coming down the pipe. Who's going to be on the pipe? Here we go. Bringing it into that first inside clip. Big angle from Osbo. Forsberg dropping back a little bit. Let's see if he can reel him in. We saw that earlier. And now coming to that second outside zone. Osbo gets out there. Forsberg, amazing proximity. Now coming out of the horseshoe. Fetty looking a little bit more fluid here. Now coming back up the hill. And there goes Osbo and Forsberg. Here we go. Last time we're going to potentially send it here in Atlanta. Make some noise. Here we go. Chris the Force Forsberg, the Norwegian Hammer, Frederick Osbo. Who's going to come out on top? Who's going to win here at round 2 of the Formula Jet Pro Championship? Now coming into that first front clip, there goes Chris Forsberg. Now coming on up the hill. Look at Frederick Osbo. He takes out that cone. Into that first outside zone. You see a little decel there from Osbo. Into the second outside zone. Now on that front clip. Transitioning out of the horseshoe. How are they going to handle it? Bringing it on around into one more final touch and go and a front clip. Woo! Wait, doctor, look at that. Osbo has that horsepower on deck. Absolutely amazing run. The Norwegian flag waves high in front of us. One more time. Send it, Frederick Osbo and Chris the Force Forsberg, the Norwegian Hammer versus the Force. Coming down into that first inside clip. Let's see what we got. Frederick Osbo initiates. Forsberg tries to get to the door of Supra. And there goes that Supra trying to pull away from Chris Forsberg. Into that first outside zone. Coming in outside zone 2. Fetty uses all the course, gets all the way out there to the edge. Now past that inside clip. Fetty does knock it over as Forsberg now takes a tighter line, exiting out of the horseshoe. Now back up past that final front clip. Make some noise, Atlanta! Forsberg, Osbo, Force, the Hammer, Nissan versus Toyota, GT Radial versus Nitto. Big initiation there from Forsberg. Big angle from him. Now coming on in, shallow on that line, coming to that first outside zone. Cones are flying everywhere. It's a party here in Atlanta. Into that front clip. Big, nice sweep there by both the drivers. Look at that snappy transition from Osbo. Coming on down, back the hill. One more clip for glory for one of these drivers. Osbo or Forsberg. Make some noise for your top 3 finishers here in Atlanta. And as they step outside of their vehicle, we'll announce your podium finishers. Finishing 3rd place here at round 2, the AutoZone Road to the Championship, presented by Type S. The Beast from the Bay, 3rd place in the Falcon Tires Corvette, Matt Field. And now your winner here at round 2 of the Formula Drift Championship is a former champion himself, is sponsored by an energy drink company. And your winner here at round 2 at AutoZone Road to Championship, presented by Type S, is Frederick the Norwegian Hammer Osbo. Gets the win here in Atlanta. There is your winner. Freddie gets the win, and there is the flag. And there you go. High five from his competitor. And 2nd place here at round 2 of the Formula Drift Pro Championship, the AutoZone Road to the Championship, presented by Type S. In the NOS Energy Drink, all new Nissan Z on GT Radials. Chris the Force Forsberg, your 2nd place finisher here in Atlanta. Congratulations, 1, 2, and 3. Frederick Osbo, Chris Forsberg, and Matt Field. Your 1, 2, and 3 here in Atlanta. Can't wait to see you guys in Orlando. Matt Field, look at that. He sits comfortably there in 2nd. You got Frederick Osbo leading. Again, this is unofficial. Ryan Turk, Chris Forsberg jumps up to 4th. OD Boxies sitting in 5th. So thank you guys and gals. Those are the standings. Let's celebrate at the podium and get some champagne flowing. We'll see you guys in Orlando, or we'll see you online, or we'll see you another time. And this is what went down here on this iconic track. 19 years of Formula Drift. It's been going down since 2004. And guess what? 2023, we'll celebrate 20 years of Formula Drift coming here to Brazelton and Road Atlanta. On behalf of the whole FD staff, thank you so much. Send it, Formula Drift Nation. We'll see you online, or we'll see you another time.